Hey everybody, this is Murray from Team Take Massive Action, coming to you on my commute home with another of my 90-day challenge videos. Just want to say I'm proud to be doing this challenge. It's awesome. I can feel myself get more confident every time I turn the camera on. Today's video is going to be about, did you realize that studies show that about 70% of decisions you make are going to be wrong? And that's just the average. That's the average from all people. So, I mean, you could be worse than the average. So, how does the world, if that's true, how does the world function if 70% of your decisions are wrong? How do people get ahead? Why bother making a decision? Why take that risk, right? Well, the biggest way around that, in my opinion, and then that's the truth. I believe that fact, by the way. 70% of your decisions are wrong. I mean, in my case, it's probably higher. But you can't let that hold you back. In my opinion, the best way around that is to admit that you're wrong. Be able to admit you're wrong. And be more concerned with what is right than being right. And once you are able to make that switch, you're going to get far ahead in life. You're going to expose yourself to more ideas, which will then give you the ability to recognize that you may be wrong. So continually expose your mind to new ideas. Don't be afraid to say that you're wrong. There's a cool quote I read that triggered this whole video by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who, we're talking over 100 years ago, who said, "Consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds." So what that means is that people who are more concerned with doing the same thing all the time just to be consistent, who think it's important to do that, lose out in the long run because they're too short-sighted to see that things are always changing, and you need to learn how to change with the rest of the world and adapt your thinking to what's happening around you. And this is back in, the 19th century, Ralph Waldo Emerson. So things are changing much more rapidly today. So Ralph was right on, 200 years ago, and imagine today, I think it's even more relevant statement. So don't be afraid to admit you're wrong. I do it all the time. I'm wrong more than the average person. How does that apply to you? Well, what I'm thinking right now, it applies to you in many cases. For example, major companies and governments and stuff spend most of their time, rather than admitting they're wrong, they waste a lot of effort and time covering up a mistake to try to justify what they did. And we waste so much energy and time and resources in doing that. You're better off just admitting you made a mistake and moving on. So how does that affect you? I'm thinking, there's many levels that affects you, but I'm thinking what I want to share with you today is think about your career. You may not have been wrong originally when you decided to go into what you're doing, but now I want you to think about, are you really happy with what you're doing? Are you really happy with what you're doing? Are you happy with what you're doing? I mean, do you enjoy going to work? Are you proud of what you do? I mean, if you are, more power to you. Awesome, keep up. But most people I know aren't. And it's extremely tough to go into work day to day knowing that they don't really enjoy what they do. It kind of twists me up, and it's like an internal conflict, and it generates a lot of stress. So sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and admit you're wrong, and expose yourself to new ideas, new opportunities, and try something new. And if you want to try something new, I encourage you to click the link below this video to learn about what we have to offer here that is completely new, completely different from anything you've ever seen, that's changing lives left and right, that's actually fun to do, and gives you the ability to work with a very highly motivated, high energy community of like-minded people who all share the same dreams. And if you've never been with a group of people, you've never worked with a group of people in any way, like in a task force or a community project, or in your job on some kind of mission or something, if you've ever worked with a bunch of people who are all like-minded and all have the same goals, you know how cool it is when everyone's rowing the boat in the same direction. It's just awesome. And conversely, what a pain, how stressful it is when everyone's not on the same page. So we have that opportunity here for you. I want you to click the link below this video. Make a decision right now that you're going to open yourself up to new ideas and watch this video. And I'll be glad to see you on the other side, and let's lock arms and fight the forces of evil. Have a good day.